floats around me, keeping me.
Hi, and welcome to this video where we're going to talk about a way to compromise with your hiring manager that often will ultimately get you what you wanted in the first place. I'm Catherine Moody, the author of the Consultative Recruiter Handbook and Toolkit. And a lot of times hiring managers want us to do things that may not always be in their best interest and really relegate us to order takers. So, for example, sometimes hiring managers say, no, I need to see all the resumes. Now, for certain positions, I think you're capable of determining the best candidates to move forward and present to the hiring manager. And the problem with hiring managers needing to see and approve all the resumes or tell you which candidates they want to see is that that can totally slow down the process, and that old time to click metric, which drives you crazy anyway, just keeps moving right along and growing. So if you would like to take over that role and you select the resumes and ultimately the candidates that the hiring manager sees, you might try a compromise. So you could say to the hiring manager when you do the launch meeting, so what I think I'm going to suggest is that I will look through all of the resumes of people who've raised their hand and indicated interest, and I'll send you the ones that I think are best of the best. And maybe stop there, and maybe they will be okay with that. A lot of times hiring managers don't feel comfortable if they've been looking at all the resumes, while they would rather not, probably. They don't feel comfortable with you taking that over for whatever reason, probably because you've never had a chance to show them that you do know what a really good candidate looks like. So they say, no, I think I'd like to see all the resumes. So you say, okay, tell me more about that. I would suggest always asking to tell me more, or that's interesting, tell me how you're thinking, because we want to see what it is that they're going to say. If they're adamant, then perhaps you can work out a compromise. So you say, well, how about if I did this? I will send you all the resumes. What I'll do is I'll put them into two categories for you, in case that would be helpful. I'll put one category of the people that I think are most qualified, who look like the best of the best, and then I'll put all the others in another group so that you can decide which of those groups you most would like to move forward. And just to make sure that I'm putting them in the right group. Would that work for you? Now, it's magic to say, would that work for you? Because now I'm letting them decide. And a lot of times people say, no, when you do that, hiring managers take control and you don't have any control. Well, just a little reminder, you didn't have any control before this. The reality is that when you say, would that work for you? And then, of course, you must stop talking. Hiring managers will often think about, is that a workable arrangement? And if it is, then you're golden, because they will start to see very quickly that you do know the best of the best, and that they can feel comfortable not looking at every single resume. So it's just one way to work out a compromise, which we knew was ultimately going to get us what we wanted anyway. It's a lot more fun, it's a lot faster, and your hiring managers start to really understand the value that you bring to the whole recruiting process. Maybe they never had anybody who would do that for them before. Now you're going to get to be their trusted advisor, their consultative recruiter. Let out that inner consultative recruiter. You're going to love the results. Take care, be well. I'll look forward to seeing you on the next video.